previous video, we looked at alkanes, but today we are going to be looking at alkenes. The first thing I want you to know about alkenes is that they are also called olefins. So in case in exam you see olefins, know what they're talking about is alkene. All right, good. Now, alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons with double bond. Alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons with double bond. What does that mean? If you have carbon to carbon bond, remember that carbon is tetravalent, meaning that carbon must have 4 bonds. The way the 4 bond is oriented in alkenes is that you must have a double bond. Now, if I have a double bond here, it means this carbon already has 2 bonds. So the remaining thing will be having 2 more hydrogen. 2 more hydrogen. Now, this is a typical alkene. This is a typical alkene because now you can see that there is a double bond in between the carbon. Now, the first and the simplest alkene we have is this one with 2 carbon, because there's no way you have 1 carbon and you put a double bond to hydrogen. Hydrogen cannot be doubly bonded, right? So the simplest alkene we have is this one with 2 carbon. All right. Now, in this case, if we want to name our alkenes, first, this is the first one, the simplest one here is ethene. Remember when we're talking about alkane, one with 2 carbon is what? Is ethene, right? All right, before then, let's look at the general formula. The general formula of alkene is given as, CnH2n. That's the general formula of the alkenes, CnH2n. Remember, I always say the general formula is very, very important because you always see them in exams. CnH2n. Now, looking at that, let's use that to write the formula of this. Ethene has 2 carbon, right? How do we get the H? 2n, that's 2 times anything you have here, 4. That's ethene. The next one on the series is propene. Propene, please check the spelling. Propene, not propane. Propane is an alkane. In is an alkene. So propene is how many? That's C3. H what? Just 2 times this, 6. Next one is what? Butene. Butene. So butene will be what? C4. H what? H8. The next one is pentene. Pentene. And pentene will be what? C5. H10. It continues like that. Hexene, heptene, octane, nonene, decene. So that's that. Now, you've known the general formula of the alkenes or the olefins. Now, the next thing we are going to look at is how to name alkenes, how to name the alkenes, nomenclature of alkenes. So let's see how we can do that. All right, let's look at how to name alkenes using these examples on the board. Now, the first thing when naming any organic compound is look for the parents. Now, if you look at this, the parent is the longest chain, right? So this one is a straight chain, so we don't have any problem here. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon. And now you can see a double bond. So this is an alkene. Now, you have to number this to give the double bond the lowest possible numbering. What that means is, if you are numbering from here, you'll be having 1, 2, 3, 4. If you are numbering from here, you'll be having 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you are numbering from left to right with my red, you see that the double bond is on carbon 1. If you are numbering from right to left, you see that the double bond is on carbon 3. Now, which one is the lowest, 1 or 3? 1, right? 1. Now, when you are counting, the first carbon attached to the double bond is the one you take. Like this one now, I took this one because this one is still attached to this. I took this because we are coming from here, so we are hitting this first. Now, the right way to number it is from here because we are giving the double bond the lowest numbering. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon, meaning but something. Butene, right? butene. So this is obviously butene, butene, not butane or butene. But the problem is we have to tell them the position of the double bond in that butane. So where is the double bond? Double bond is on carbon 1, right? So this is obviously 1 butene. If you don't want to call it 1 butene, you can call it but 1-ene. Please, there are rules to this thing. Check how I'm using my hyphen, but -1-ene, but 1-ene or 1 butene. So I'm telling them the position. This one now is saying that the double bond is on carbon 1. Oh, this one, same thing. Now, if you look at the second one, it's similar to the last one we did. But now 1, 2, 3, 4. If I count from here 1, 2, the double bond is on carbon 2. If I count from here 1, 2, the double bond is on carbon 2 also. So, and it's still butene, but the double bond is on carbon 2. So this is either 2 butene, or you call it what? But 2-ene. It's either you call it 2 butene or you call it but 2-ene, right? Now, let's look at this third one. This question is actually from the past question. This is NECO past question. Let's see how we can name this. First thing, don't be scared. The structure, don't be scared. Just look at the parent chain. Identify the parent chain. The parent chain now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the parent chain should be this straight chain here. You've identified your parent, and remember, anyone that you not identify as part of your parent becomes a substituent. What that means is that this one is a substituent, this one is also a substituent, is it not? Now the parent chain, let's number the parent chain. If you are numbering the parent chain, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. It means the double bond here will be on carbon 3. But if I number from here 1, 2, the double bond will be on carbon 2. And remember, the aim is to give the double bond and the substituent the lowest possible numbering. So you see, if I number from here, I'll get a lower number than numbering from here. Because, okay, now let's see it now. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Numbering from here, the double bond is on carbon 3. The substituents are on carbon 3 and 4. But numbering from here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The double bond is on carbon 2 and the substituents are on 2 and 3. So you can see that I have a lower numbering from right to left. So I must go with lowest possible numbering. All right, now let's go with that. So here we're having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Since it is 5 carbon, the parent is 5 carbon, you already know is what? Pen something, right? Because 5, pen. Good. Now the substituent, we are having, this one is a methyl group, this other one is a methyl group. So we are having 2 methyl group on position, this is position 2 and position 3. So we are having 2, 3 dimethyl. Now look at this now. I did not say 2 methyl, 3 methyl. That will be correct but wrong at the same time, because once the rule is, if you're having 2 substituents that are the same, use di. If you're using 3, if you have 3 substituents that are the same, use tri. If it's 4, use tetra. Do you understand? But ensure you tell them the position. So 2, 3 dimethyl means one methyl is on carbon 2 and another methyl is on carbon 3. So 2, 3 dimethyl. Now the parents now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pentene. But you cannot just write pentene, because you must tell them the position of the double bond. So the double bond is on carbon 2. 1, 2 is on carbon 2. So you say pent 2-ene. So the name of this compound is 2,3-dimethyl pent 2-ene. 2,3-dimethyl pent 2-ene. This was actually past question. It's very simple. Just follow the rule. Check the parents, look at the substituents, give the double bond the lowest possible numbering, and you will not have any issues. All right, so that's been said, this is your classwork. Name this and drop the answer in the comment section. This CS here, this chlorine. So name this and drop your answer in the comment section. See you in the next video. In the next video, we'll talk about We've done alkane. If you miss alkane video, please go to alkane video and watch it now. This is alkene, and the next one we're talking about alkyne. Alkyne. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button. See you in the next video. My name is Excellence Simplified.